Okay, hello, we are live now. Let's just see this game loaded up. This is Clive N Wrench. Let's get to it starts off with a beginning cutscene when I load it up, so let's do that first. I'll check the volumes. Okay, so this is like the bad guy, I think. I'm not too clear on the story of this. I've basically played the beginning of this game, like this is my third time playing this game. I haven't beaten the game. So it kind of gives me the Crash Bandicoot vibes here of like the characters interacting with the logo and things like that. Let me know, guys, what the volumes are like with the game and my voice, like if they're okay enough. So basically, I've played a bit of this because I helped Glenn from Switch Up to write his review. So I played a bit of it and then let him carry on with it. And then this came in the post, even though it came out today, it came in the post yesterday. So I was playing this last night and this morning as well, quite a bit. So to start, I won't spoil what we've done in the review. This game is kind of flawed, but I really like it. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Nintendo Life's review of it. They were brutal with it. I only gave it a 3 out of 10. I think it's better than a 3 out of 10. But, again, I won't say what score me and Glenn have given it, but you'll find out when that review goes up, I guess. So I don't know when that will go up, but... So this is the bad guy. I don't really understand the story. There's actually, in the physical version, there's a manual. And that explains the story in more detail there. But they've sort of gone for the... Obviously, it kind of looks clunky, animations, but I think that's on purpose because they're going for the old N64 PS1 style. Well, it kind of looks more early PS2 in sort of like the character designs, but yeah, it's kind of awkward. You'll see the cutscene with the rabbits in a bit. That it kind of looks like the girl rabbit is stoned, even though she's meant to be tired or something. So yeah, so gameplay wise, yeah, when you're just playing this casually, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. There are a ton of references in this game as well, by the way, which we'll look at them when we get there. So I don't know if she's like his sister or girlfriend or whatnot, but so you see those games up there. You got like a Conker's Bad Fur Day parody. It's called Plonker's Bad Breath Day. You got like Gearios instead of Cheerios. There's a lot of stuff like that in this game. Especially in the first level, is like a giant house you're in, and there's sort of stuff on the bookshelves. We'll have a quick look at them. But I just like that there's a Banjo-Kazooie parody, and it's called like Bongo Vuvuzela, which I quite liked. Anyway, I don't know if I said hello to Fat Man and Pop. A gift was here earlier saying, "You're happy Clive and Wrench is finding out you've waited 12 years for this game." It has been a long time. I only discovered this game about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was instantly excited for it. And yeah, and yes. Game looks alright to you, don't see what's wrong with it. Yeah, I mean, there are issues with it when you're actually playing, which I'll go into, but the game it's very playable, this game. The controls I think the controls for the most part are good, outside of the swimming controls. They're kind of awkward. But I mean, when you consider this is a one-man team made this game, so the fact that it looks as good as it does, I think is really impressive. But when we get to the levels, you'll see it is your standard 3D platformer collectathon, kind of like games like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie or the Spyro games, or Rocket Robot on Wheels is another one I'm getting vibes from. But I'll sort of explain how the level structure works as we go. It's like there's like 11 worlds in this game, all like all like Banjo-Kazooie or Mario 64 style sandbox. You have 10 of the main collectibles to get in them, and you collect the little stopwatches, are like the coins or notes basically. She's just showing off the time machine that she's got, but we have to time travel into a fridge. Keep in mind, Another World was made by one person back in the day. What's Another World? I think I've heard that. I've heard of Another World. I might have played it for all I know. There's a lot of games I've played and just cannot remember. So let's start this. So I'm going to go to a new game. Slot B. Let's do this. This is my stream slot. It was that 2D platform where you had to be quick on your feet. Oh yes, I know. I actually do own it. I think it wasn't there like an anniversary edition that came to Wii U. I think I have that. I didn't get very far in it. So we have to collect a certain number of watches to access the first world. So we'll just run through the tutorial here. So you can jump, double jump, and then press Y to do that move. It's kind of like Conker's helicoptery tail thingy. So if you hold R and do that, you have a very generous high jump there. The jumping is very generous, I'd say that much. You go down here, and you press A to attack. What's this? Oh, there's something around there. I didn't notice that before. Discovering secrets, look. Oh look, it's an Easter egg. And a picture of a dog. Nice. There's a lot of little references like that going around. There's some British humour as well in this. Like it's references to like Doctor Who and Only Fools and Horses in this, which we noticed. So the swimming controls, so you press Y to dive underneath, and you basically hold L to go forwards and then use the stick to steer. And it's kind of, it's just a bit awkward. I made it look easy then, but then just getting out of the water can be a bit of a chore. So there we go, I can jump out now. So there are some technical issues that plague this game a bit. Like it kind of looked like he was swimming in mid-air for a second just then, but so that little training area gives you a little rundown of the controls. There are those screens here, I was ignoring them. They basically just tell you, give you advice on what buttons to press and stuff. So but I already know all that. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm going to, so the first world is called, let's look up at it, Bunny I Shrunk the Chimp. There are a lot of puns in this game. Next game I shall stream on the Switch, Island Saver. It's free with no microtransactions. God, what's in it for them then? So this is still the hub area, I'll point out. So each world has like a hub area sort of themed around the level you're about to go into. So this is the this is like obviously a giant bedroom. The house itself has like a kitchen, living room and bathroom. So let's get that toy robot out of the way. So I'm just going to go jump straight. I'm not going to hang around collecting too many of these. And I will do these a bit quick because I know where all the collectibles are in the first level. Hello Flower, don't worry about being late. I've only just started the game. I've just done the tutorial and the opening cutscene. It doesn't really tell you much. The story's in the manual, in the instruction book that comes with the physical version. Okay. Bunny I Shrunk the Chimp. Great pun. So the first collectible intended is here, right next to you. So some things like that, the camera moved behind that screen, so it wasn't clear what we were looking at. So stomp on here. There's another collectible here. These are very easy to get in the first These are very easy to get, the ones in these this first world. Island Saver was made by NatWest Bank. Or maybe it's maybe it's an advert for them then. Maybe they've done it as an advert. I guess Island Saver, it's teaching you about savings. Is that only just come out? 'Cause I've not heard of that before. So every world has someone that needs you to find 5 MacGuffins. So this bee's lost its children. And they're kind of like, and there's also, you notice so I've got 10 of the ancient stones, that's the purple thing in the top left. There's 400 of these watches to get, but each colour, so those are worth 1, but you might get like the pink ones are worth 2, that one's worth 3. So it's not, you don't have to get 400 of them, it's just the total of the values added together. So let's take a look at these here. So you got, that looks like Shrek, doesn't it? So yeah, you got some little Shrek reference. I can't really read what's on there. It's a bit far away for me. But so yeah, so those 5 keys you see there, they're every level. Basically, they're the Jinjos. There's a safe in the world somewhere, and you have to collect the 5 keys in that world to get. And it's always an ancient stone in them. But in the worlds I've played anyway. So you got those Gyrios again. Okay, so that's the kitchen. I mean, we will come back to this kitchen. There's other stuff to get in a bit, but we'll just quickly access the next area. You're making a cup of gingerbread chai. Oh, hope you're enjoying that. Came out 3 years ago, but it looks a lot of fun. I think Sophie would love it. Okay, we'll check that out. So NatWest Bank made a free-to-play game with no money. I bet. I mean, have you played it yourself then, Fat Man? I can't remember. So I haven't looked at the chat yet, but there's a second B. So this is up to the living room. So this is where we see some fun stuff. So let's have a look up here. So when we go up onto these shelves here, we got some games we're going to look at. So this guy who made this game clearly loves his platformers. So if you get a bit closer, so we've got an Insect's Journey. I don't know what that's meant to be parodying. Is it A Bug's Life maybe? Hello Gift, how are you? You said earlier you're looking forward to this game. I'm enjoying it. So One-Eyed Knight, I don't know what that is. Beasts Limited, I'm guessing that's Monsters Inc. So there was a Rex the Salamander's got to be Gex, isn't it? Chimp Outbreak is Ape Escape. Puppet Monster Quest, I don't know what that is. Bongo Vuvuzela's my favourite, that's obviously Banjo-Kazooie. A Toy's Tale 2, there was a Toy Story 2 game, wasn't there, on the PS1. Wally Wombat, Crash Bandicoot, and you got the Spyro games there. Trouble with the Trolley, eh? Yeah, I was saying earlier that Nintendo Life gave this a very negative review, but I don't agree with what they said about it. I mean, there are aspects of it that need work still. Like performance-wise and stuff, it's not fantastic, but the gameplay and it controls really well. The gameplay's good. It's just a standard 3D collectathon. I think they did a good job in that aspect, but there are some technical issues that need solving. But when you're just playing it casually, that's a shortcut back to the kitchen. When you're playing it just casually, then it's a lot of fun. Plonker's Bad Breath Day. So that's one thing I want to acknowledge. The review on Nintendo Life also said that how difficult it was to jump from bookshelf to bookshelf. Didn't you just notice how easily I just did all that? There's absolutely no challenge there at all. So I don't know what they had trouble with, but that's alright. That's one I missed earlier, I think. Right. Another thing as well, you can bring up Ancient Stones and there's like a checklist with clues. So you can do that. Flower got the expansion pack for NSO after the Direct. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I've added a lot to it since they started. Yeah, he did the Banjo-Kazooie run through. Got to be done, isn't it? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm on the final boss of Minish Cap on the GBA one. It's so good. It's weird how before it was like, oh, NES, Super Nintendo, N64 and all that. Oh, we can play them handheld. But now it's like, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. Oh, now we can play them on the TV. So that's the entrance to the bathroom, which is the last place in this level to go. I'm going to try and collect. So you need like 450 of these watches in total, not just this level, but the hub world as well, to get to the second world. After that, you have to beat a boss to get to each world after that, but I'll explain that a bit more as we go. So there's a stone up here as well. So the stones are used to access the bosses, but there isn't a boss for the first level. So the carrot cake here is your health. You're excited to see Trouser the Snake in this game. Yeah, the Trouser is in the third world, so we'll definitely see him today. Yeah, I thought that when like the GBA games was, although Sophie's got the expansion pack now, because I actually upgraded to the family pack, so I could give Sophie the expansion pack, and then I've got basically two online accounts on here. So that's the safe. I need the 5 keys for that. I've only got 1 so far. Because on Switch Sports, me and Sophie can both have a online profile on the same Switch that way. I think I did everything in here for now. So you got the dog father there. There's a lot of animal puns in this, in case you couldn't tell. So do I need to go back in the kitchen yet? I've got 2 more bees to find, haven't I? But I didn't actually go up here yet, so can I? See, little bits like that. See, the camera moved on its own there into a very unhelpful place. So yeah, but that I feel like a lot of 3D platformers do that. It's not just this game. Oh yes, there's interact there. I hope they got permission from Playtonic. I'm sure they did. The indie games are good at like having cameos in each. What's that one then? Asylum Grounds. Is that a parody of some coffee company? No. I don't drink coffee, so I don't really know the brands that well. There's one there. Is that the last bee? I've got one more to get still. Oh, you can whack the tennis balls. Are they worth going for? Probably not, but... Oh wait, there was a key up there, I think. I fell down. But look how generous this jumping is. Just... Uh-oh. You want the Pokemon Pinball? Do you know, I thought of you, because the Pokemon trading card game's being added, isn't it? So I thought, if not the mainline Pokemon games, maybe the spin-offs, and I thought, oh, there's a pinball game, isn't there? So I did think, oh, Flower would like that. That's interesting. When you're on here, your characters move a bit differently. You sent me the island saver. I'll be honest though, Flower. I rarely come on the Discord nowadays, as people might have known. I was actually thinking about getting rid of it a little while ago, but I don't know yet. I mean, I'm not. No offense to anyone here. I'm just not that into social media and stuff like that. I just don't really use it that much. Yeah. You have a fun fact about Clive N Wrench. Nice, let's hear it. I only got today that the monkey's called Wrench because of Monkey Wrench. That's my fun fact. I went the wrong way there, so I've just rescued all the bees. So that's good. Sting operation. Do you get it? Do you get it? Oh, that's clever. So did I do that shelf behind the door there? I'm sure that shelf would have been easier to do if I hadn't opened the door first. Oh well, it's done. What's done is done. Let's try and... Yeah, it's only for a few little watches, I think. Wow, yeah, it's not worth going for. Okay. let's go to the third area of this level. Did I just die? I think I just died. So basically you have infinite lives. That's one thing. You keep everything you've already had, so I don't have to collect all the stuff again. And you just go back to the nearest checkpoint. The purple one's worth 10. Wow. So it kind of reminds me of the Rocket Robot on Wheels, where you had those coloured tokens, didn't you, that were worth different values. So if I was to leave the level and come back, the amount of keys I have is I keep, so I've still got 3 keys if I leave the level, but if I didn't get all those bees, I would have to collect them all again. I like how I managed to just kill them during the celebration scene then. So every level seems to have this squirrel there that runs around with one. So I like how the shampoo is called Knees and Toes. That made me chuckle. So a lot of this stream will be me just pointing out all the puns and references. Let's get up here. We got to flood the bathroom. So it took, yeah, apparently it took 12 years to make and was going to be on the Wii U. Yeah, I can imagine that. So I only heard about it about 3 or 4 years ago, but I really like the look of it. If there's anything that pays tribute to Banjo and the old classics like that, I'm all for. It's not worth swimming in the bath. Swimming controls are the big letdown for this game. No, I just want to thank you all guys for stopping by anyway, because so it's been like a month, over a month I think, since the last stream. So I did when GoldenEye came to NSO. That it hasn't gone unnoticed that we didn't actually get an N64 game in February this year. I know there's still a week to go, but I'm guessing it's because we got the GBA and Game Boy games added. That's probably why. But looking realistically, you know, we know we're getting like Mario Party 3, the 2 Pokemon Stadiums, 1080 and Excite Bike, which I've never played, so I'm excited for that. But after that, what is it? It's like Smash Brothers and Donkey Kong 64. I think they're the last 2 Nintendo-owned games that can come on there without any legal issues. But obviously, what else would guys want to see on the N64 app? Obviously we got all of Rare's games. We know they're possible since we got Banjo and GoldenEye on there. And Diddy Kong Racing I think is a strong contender. Well, Banjo-Tooie obviously. Would Conker's Bad Fur Day be an issue now? Because I thought the issue would be because of the mature rating. But now GoldenEye's on there, so I think that's the same rating as Conker. I'll just attack her. Yeah, I don't really care what you say. So I've got 9 out of 10. So the 10th stone I need from here is for finding all the keys, but I didn't get one of them. But that'll do for now. We're on a stream, so I'll carry on with the game. But it will save that I've got those 5. Fatman and Pop says, one fact you do know is that they got the 2D artists who worked the Curios Gorge books apparently to work on the front cover and loading screen. Oh, that's cool. What, this one here? Yeah, it's good art. I like the designs of the characters on that, in that format there. Also, yeah, that's the thing. The Kirby game comes out today as well, doesn't it? Which again, it's a shame that this game has to release alongside a really big IP, but you know, just it happens, doesn't it? I want to see kids snowboarding 1 and 2. Are you talking about snowboard kids? because I really like Snowboard Kids. It's kind of like Mario Kart with snowboarding. Yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day is awesome. So as you can see, so we're in the sort of the hub area for the second world, which is sort of a Dickens style era, sort of 18th Victorian, I'm guessing. So it says there I need 16 ancient stones in order to access the boss, so I only need 7 more, so let's go do that. You pre-ordered the new Kirby, awesome. I will pick it up eventually, but because I bought this, and will I stream Metro Prime Remastered? I think I will. I answered you on the Discord with that actually earlier. Yeah, I've got that. I've pre-ordered the physical for that, which I believe is out next Friday. It's a shame Conker's Bad Fur Day flopped. I don't know how well that sold actually. I can't imagine because it came out late, and by the time it came out, sort of like, I mean, the N64 was way behind the PlayStation at that point. I think PS2 had come out by that point as well, so you know. But I think it's definitely a cult classic, isn't it? So there's what's her name? Prof Nancy. I don't know what I'm reading. I know where everything is here, except for those poisonous puddles on the floor. Don't know where they are. Let's grab these. I don't actually know what these are for. Let's go into the sewers now. I think I'm doing this a bit preemptively, going down here. But actually, I can get a few things now, because basically this. No, I'm going to leave here actually. This basically ends in an. Can I actually leave here? No, I can't climb that. You end up in an office here, and that's where the safe is. Yeah, holding L makes you sprint like this, and that's very handy. Oh, that's a missile. Yeah, I remember Conker being, you know, Conker's Quest. There was like gameplay demos of, yeah, the cutesy squirrel. It's obviously in Diddy Kong Racing, he's, you know, got a high-pitched voice and it's very kiddie. Yeah, I remember that happening. And suddenly N64 magazine was like, yeah, Conker's swearing in this game. So let's try and find 5 more stones. So these switches here open up different parts of these sewers. And it's a shame I've come in here so early because the safe is in the office there. Okay. I mean, speaking of Rare as well, who would agree with me that I think Rare going to Microsoft was one of the worst moves in gaming history? Not just from a consumer point of view, but from a business point of view. I mean, what did Microsoft really do with Rare? Yeah, that they weren't already doing better with Nintendo. It's just weird that Nintendo didn't buy the rest of that stake in Rare. It was stupid to not do it. And then when I hear about, obviously, the cancelled products, like there was a Diddy Kong Racing sequel called Donkey Kong Racing, there was Banjo, and Diddy Kong Pilot became Banjo Pilot, but, you know, just think about how many, because a lot of the staff left Rare afterwards as well, so imagine if they'd stayed with Nintendo, just all the sequels and stuff we would have gotten, and obviously new IP as well. Chris Server did really good. Who's Chris Server? Is that the guy who did all the voices in Conker? Rare did the Avatar work for Xbox? Wow, didn't know that. I know they did the Kinect games. I remember seeing that trailer for Donkey Kong Racing where you're riding on the animals, and obviously that got cancelled when Rare left. That was sad. That could have been a fun game. But I don't even think of games like Grabbed by the Ghoulies and Cameo. I don't think they did very well. But they would have done a lot better on a Nintendo console. So those are the sorts of games that Nintendo fans would get. So you're, where am I going now then? I think in the office there's a switch that I missed when you climb the shelf. I might have to come back here to get there if I find all the keys. So maybe it's that side then. Like how she's named herself Employee of the Month every month. There it is. Clive N. Hello Ken. Clive N Reloaded was basically just a retelling of our third day for the Xbox's worst of the 3 cancelled Conker's and Microsoft bought them. Yeah, I heard they were going to do Conker's other bad day, but Microsoft said no. That was planned for the GameCube. Yeah, Ken said he saw this got bad reviews. I was mentioning it earlier, but I saw Nintendo Life's review. I don't agree with them. Basically, I've been helping Glenn from Switch Up write his review for it, and although it does have flaws that need to be acknowledged in the scoring system, and I'm not going to say what we're going to say about the game until his review goes up, but we have knocked the score down due to technical issues and stuff, but this is much better than a 3 out of 10. There's no way this is that bad to be a 3 out of 10. So I've played these first 3 worlds several times now, so I know the game. So these are basically what the bees were in the first world, just 5 baby badgers to find. I might not get all them in this go. So I went straight into those sewers for this world. So this is sort of like the Victorian village. Okay, so you got the squirrel again there. I'm guessing it's a squirrel. Let's go into here. There's the bar. Yeah, I wish. It's so many of these Rare's cancelled games that I wish were made. So the dog here gives you one. I think. There it is. That's what I ordered. Again, sometimes things like that, the camera will go, so there's something blocking your way. So that scroll I just get, I don't know. There's these creatures. They're called karma llamas. If you give them the scroll, they'll give you a hint as to where one of the ancient stones are. But I don't need that at the minute. Can't wait to show you the first boss on this game actually, because I've got a little anecdote to tell on it. There's the drama llama, the karma llama, sorry. Yeah, it's just telling me about the sewer, the buttons in the sewer. I've already done that. I kind of feel like the scroll and finding the llama is harder to do than what he gives you a hint to do. So I don't know if anyone gets this. There's a sign. The worlds, the different worlds, have like spray painted on the wall. Bad Wolf. That's a reference to Doctor Who. I smiled at that, and then Glenn was saying to me, I said to Glenn, "Ah, look, it says Bad Wolf," and he didn't understand the reference. Obviously, time travel. Okay, I've got 3 of the keys. Okay, so you're the one. I've got 2 of your babies, but that's not enough for you to be happy. So let's. Okay, that's the wrong way. Oh yeah, because I went across then back over, didn't I? So we have also got something fun. We got a museum to explore. So I was interested in that little thing on the road there. Is that a rat? Oh, there's a little rat running around. Let's just grab these from the park. So here's the museum. And I didn't know about Conker's big reunion. Middle vase is indestructible. So I think this is an Indiana Jones reference here. Jolly well does not belong in the museum. What would you like to see in the next Mario game? I hope Rare revives the Conker and Banjo-Kazooie series. I hope so too, but again, it's not the same Rare now that it was back then. A lot of the developers are gone, but hopefully they will. But Microsoft don't seem interested in doing that. A game that uses the same travel scenes and open world ideas that Bowser's Fury used, but for a full game. I reckon Bowser's Fury could have been like a test for that. I would like to see like an open Mario game that uses like power-ups normally, because like it's only really the linear 3D ones. But if you took Bowser's Fury's concept, make it bigger and just remove the run button, so you didn't have to hold the button to run, then I think that would be really good. I'd like them to properly remake Mario 64 DS and give it proper analog controls. Because I think having to hold the run button or use the touchscreen to steer was... yeah, that was... that sort of held it back because it was designed for a D-pad, wasn't it? So... give Mario 64 DS, but it had so many things that... yeah, extra characters, extra levels and stars to get. But just put that with proper analog controls. Okay, and also, Nintendo have remastered a GameCube game. That's obviously on the eShop now, but coming out physically next week. And they've not priced it the full £50 on the eShop. What other games do you want to see them do that to? My obvious answer is F-Zero HD. Sorry, F-Zero GX HD. But I reckon in that case, they probably would charge full price for it. Because obviously Metroid is part of a trilogy and they probably want to get more people playing it before the 4th one comes out. But I think Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is a popular choice for that. Is there anything that I've missed? Yeah, so what other GameCube games would you like to see remastered like Metroid Prime? Also, another thing, kind of like the Jinjos, the baby animals do call out to you when you're near them, so you can Obviously I've got the volume on low so it doesn't echo on the stream, but Fatman the Pot says, sadly Rare isn't the same anymore. Every time I go on the Facebook page, they're always looking for new employees every month due to the fact that developers keep on leaving the studio. It's kind of like what Glenn, when I talked about this with Glenn on a podcast, he said, you know, you can buy a studio, but you can't stop the staff from leaving. So what ones? So is it? It's the badges and the keys that I need to get still. I think there's a bit. That was a bit of cake. There was like a side alley where I could climb up. Maybe it's up there. You really enjoyed Bowser's Fury? Yes, I'd love it as well. Mary, yeah, the piano still scares you now. I also really liked the. I probably spent more time on those mini games. There's one of the Luigi ones where you had the Luigi ones were all card based, weren't they? And there was this one where it was like a single player thing where you had to. Oh, there's the last key. Look. I don't think this is the intended way, but the jumping is so generous. I could probably get up there. Yeah, the jumping is so generous in this game. So there you go, so I can go back to the sewers to get that. Hope Mario Sunshine Remastered get. I don't think they'll do Sunshine or Galaxy or 64 just because they brought them back in the 3D All-Stars and it was kind of. Although they touched them up a bit, it was still quite minimal, wasn't it? I did that as well. Look, yes, every stone. I'm not fussed about getting all of these watches. I'll just get them while I see them, but I won't get my. So I won't bother going back for that one. So let's go save. Get the one off the badger. Oh, the swimming controls. I hate underwater levels at the best of times, but when the swimming controls are bad. Eternal Darkness, yes, I'd love that. Do you think they should update the pranks it does on you? Like, because obviously you had the volume controls with those green bars, but TVs don't really have that anymore, so make it a more modern volume control. Obviously it could be something like maybe if you have like if you're playing like on the Xbox you might have your Twitter or something connected, it might say, or you've just posted something like really rude on Twitter or something, or stuff like that. Update the pranks it does on you. Okay, so I'll go back to that, and you can quick exit the levels back to hub, so I'll just grab this last stone and then we're away onto the boss. So I've got something to say about this boss. Skies of Arcadia as well, yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Yeah, I say about Nuts and Bolts is, I don't think Nuts and Bolts is a bad game, but I think it's a bad banjo game. If it was just a new IP, then I think I'd have liked it more. But also, like, when you go to the different worlds, like, his costume changes to match the worlds. So here's like a 30s riverboat. That's like your Egyptian level. You got a vampire level. That's the. It's kind of because you obviously got the vampire-looking boss there, so it means you have to defeat that boss to get to there. It's obviously a gladiator one. This is Wild West, China, ancient China. Whatever that is. Go read it. Oh, it's a pirate one? You got a Christmas one, and then a middle-aged crisis medieval, I'm guessing. So let's go back to the Victorian one to take on the boss. So, now this is open. So, okay, so so basically, in Nintendo Life's review, they slated this boss fight, said it took him over an hour to beat it or something. And although I did have trouble at first with it, it wasn't too hard to work out how to beat him, but it was difficult to do. But it took me nowhere near an hour to do it. But that's a little hint at this. So basically, he throws scissors at you. You just have to get him to cut those ropes, and it's quite it's good that you don't have to be super precise with him. So they complain about all the lack of health pickups on this boss fight was annoying, but the thing is, if you hold R to crouch, those scissors will never hit you. That's all you need to do. And these minions, they just hit me twice, but they don't come back. So that was the first, and there's no real impact on the boss getting hit either, which is a shame. So there's another scissor going round horizontally there, but wait for it to pass, then I can just run to the next one, duck. So if you guys do pick this game up, this is how to beat the first boss easily. Just hold R, those scissors will never hit you. And also, make sure you're heading, angle the stick in towards, because I can't fall off the middle here. So I was standing up then, so I was demonstrating, but you can fall off the outer bit where I'm facing there. So make sure you're pointing the stick towards the middle rather than the outside when you're jumping around, just to stop you from accidentally falling off. Yeah, that apparently takes over an hour to beat, so I don't know. It's a happy ending. Apparently we're helping penguins this whole time. Right. Okay, that's 2 worlds down. 9 to go. So this next world, you're not finding 5 babies, you're finding 5 tomatoes. And this is the world that Trouser from Ukulele is included in. Have you played Tyler Tasmanian Tiger before? I've beaten it. I first played it, I went to this sort of video game cafe where you could just sort of freely play on all sorts of consoles for a couple of hours, and I tried Tyler Tasmanian Tiger there and I really liked it, so I went to CEX on the way home, found it on the GameCube for a tenner, so I picked it up there. I didn't play it a whole lot though, but I got there's an HD port of it on the... There's another like GameCube game that's got an HD version on the Switch. Well, they're hard to kill. Yeah, there's no invincibility frames, is there? So you gotta watch out for that. Don't even know why I'm collecting these. They're not really... Don't really know what they do. There's just shinies. There's shinies there. Okay, so I've got 19 stones this time. Oh, I didn't double jump in time. Ah, get up there. There we go. How many do I need now? 23. Okay. So I only need to collect 4 stones from this level to proceed, but they're not too, as you've said, they're not too difficult to get, but we are in the earlier worlds, got to remember that. But yeah, I did like Toad Tasmanian Tiger. I've not played the sequel yet though. Yeah, a lot of games have been remastered. I don't mind games being remastered. I know a lot of people complain about too many ports, but you know, a lot of older games, you know, they're not available to get anymore, so why not just bring them over to the newer consoles? No, people don't have to buy them if they don't want to. And the way I am nowadays, I'm more likely to put time into ports of older games that I've played before, like GoldenEye on both the Switch and Xbox versions. You know, I've put a lot more time into that than I have any other newer game lately. Okay, don't know why I'm collecting these. These are pointless, I think. Gift will be happy in a second. Guess who we're gonna meet? Ah, look who it is! Even has the same voice. So he's going to open a door for me if I find him a twit coin. So there's that Karma Llama. Yeah, Gift is excited, I can see. So like in Ukulele, you have to give him a twit as the twit coin there. And by doing that we get to access the level. There seems to be a... I pressed the wrong button then. I don't get what that reference is. There's no kites to fight. So I do need to... So this is one of the tomatoes. You smash up the stands. The other 4 stands are in the next area. I'm so happy right now. I've not played the full game before, so I don't know if he's in it any more than that. Be nice if he was, but I don't know if he... Maybe I've never streamed Ukulele. Actually, there's a reason. The reason I've never streamed Ukulele, and I don't really intend to, and I do love the game Ukulele, it's because the loading times are really long, and I thought for a stream that wouldn't be too fun to watch. Is that an ancient stone? Yeah. Bachelor pad. I wish Ukulele were here and there. Maybe I'll stream it. I don't know if it's... It used to be on Game Pass, but it's not anymore. I imagine on the Xbox it loads a lot faster. I do want to play Ukulele again. Maybe we could do like a 3D platformer marathon. I don't think this laptop will take it. We've got a checkpoint here, that's good. There's another one just through here anyway. so let's I can switch the camera quickly, can't I? Forgot about that. So I only need 2 more to access the so the next boss isn't as good as the first one. It's kind of just got hit by a car, I think. So this is the guy that wants 5 tomatoes. Let's get the second one. Consider Clive N Wrench is a new ukulele game. Pretty much is though, isn't it? But the only difference between this and Banjo-Kazooie is you've got all your moves from the get-go. I mean, the game that teaches us, look, you can do a side flip like that, like in Mario 64. Game does. I only just discovered that ages ago. This guy is annoyed that his cab's been stolen. It's that cab there. Look how that's called Pacino's. This is sort of like 30s gangster, isn't it? Does that make me go higher? Can't quite get up there from there, okay. There are other ways to climb the building. But before we do that, let's go up here. Your wife just came home with a 99 flake chocolate cake. Oh, that sounds amazing. Can you send me some? We keep on buying those tubs of ice cream at Tesco. Obviously, Sophie has to get the lacto-free ones, but we end up eating the whole tub and then feeling really sick and regretting it. Then we just go and buy it, and you know, next time we go, we end up buying another one. Just rinse and repeat. It's just too tempting to eat it all, isn't it? Okay, so this anvil here needs cutting down. And then I'm standing right there. That blows up the cab. And the badger's not happy. He says, like... But, let's see. This happened both times I played this. This happened. You might get a close-up of the badger's bum here. Yep, there we go. So, he's not happy about it, but he gives you the reward anyway. Nice. So you've got the riverboat here. But I could get you an radioactive steak with petrol flavoured chips. That doesn't sound as appetizing. I had pie and chips for dinner. With vegetables, so it was healthy. Oh, there's that squirrel thing that runs around with the shiny object. Yeah, I've got everything here. Yeah, those little purple enemies just blow up when you kill them, but the bigger enemies sort of stay there dazed. So he'll run around again, I'll get him on the other. There you go. What kind of pie? It was chicken and vegetable. From a box in the freezer that you stick it in the oven for half an hour. So over there's another one of them Easter eggs over there as well. But is that something? Oh, that's just watches. I'm not interested in them at the minute. It's another tomato. So that's 3. Oh, 4 now. Cool. Just need 1 more. Go and get that stone. What's he gonna go? There's the safe. Okay, we know that's there. So that on that post there, that's the boss. Baroness, what was it? Baroness Samadice. Obviously that's a I don't know whether the developer intended that as just a pun on James Bond or as in like obviously the films and books with like Baron Samedi, or whether because obviously there's a lot of it's obviously a retro N64 era gamer, so whether that's meant to be whether it's meant to be just a reference to the game GoldenEye. So basically that's those fridges there, that leaves the level. Which I kind of think is a bit pointless because you can just do it on the pause menu. By the way, to me like the fact that he just swings that monkey around as a helicopter. What do we need? We need 2 more keys from somewhere. I just saw one, I think. That's just a scroll. But the thing is, the llama you give that to is in the first area, so it's like... I don't actually know what... Okay, that thing just randomly ran off. Okay, if anyone sees a tomato stand... That one? Cool, there we go. You love chicken pie? I love chicken pie. I always make a thing of whenever I go to the chippy, I always get a chicken and mushroom pie. I always make a thing of saying, "Oh, I think I'll try that for a change." Okay, so 2 more keys from somewhere. They might be in the first area, but then there's 2 more stones to get. Signs of the times, I know where that is. Boats are the safest form of travel. Oh, okay, so one of them's in the first area, but the sign of the times is up there. Oh, boats are safe on the boat, yeah, of course. Okay, so let's... Let's go back to that last area to find... Might be a key there as well. I won't hang around here too long. We've got to see some more worlds, haven't we? Yeah, sort of climb up to the top of a tree or something to... Destroy that one. No, I shouldn't have gone through that tunnel. So what are people thinking of this game from just seeing me play it naturally like this? Yeah, I think it's really fun. I think it's a nice throwback to the 3D collectathons of old. It's not perfect, it's true. It's got some flaws you're probably noticing in its performance and a few glitches here and there, but it's definitely very playable. I think the worlds are fun. Let's see what advice he gives me. Karma Llama. The chimneys on the Royal River are the key, so there must be a key hidden in the chimneys. But I think I found one on there, didn't I? That's interesting to see. I'm not going to worry about too much about getting them. So that's the top of the world thing there, even though I'm higher up than that at the minute. Okay, let's just do that then. I think that'll do for this stage for now then. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we can access the second boss now, which, I mean, I admit this boss here, it's a bit, this where the, you'll take a lot of hits. I do mention this in the switch up review, but the hit detection is a bit off. And you end up taking a lot of hits where you feel like you probably shouldn't have taken those hits. So the loading screen for this, but it's not even the load. This is just a cutscene, but it goes on forever. I think you can skip it. You can skip this, so that's a good thing. Just so you see the whole thing, it does go on too long. Baroness Samadice, okay. So I played this again, so I've beaten this boss twice already, so hopefully it shouldn't take me too long. It's just, you have to fight these puppets, or voodoo dolls I'm guessing they are. But you will just randomly take a hit, even though you feel like you probably shouldn't. And then she shrinks down into one herself, and that's where you can get a hit on her. I've just taken a hit and I'm not quite sure why, but at least you get a health drop when you take her out. So now that they're doing the projectiles, it's like inevitable you're going to take a hit. There are a few cakes on the sides as well. I won't grab them just yet because I might survive to get the other. Oh, yeah, I just got hit again. Does that count as a hit on there? Yeah, cool. I'm gonna grab oh no. There's so much going on now that... Oh no, come on then. Is this a safe place? Oh, okay. Let's get over there. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Did that count? I think that counted as me dying. That's annoying. Yeah, it's not too clear. It's like the sense of impact isn't really there. If I go up to the last hit... Reminds you of King Dice. It does remind us of King Dice because you're in like a giant casino area. That's probably why. You have a small window to hit her when the shield's down, but if you hit the shield you take a hit. I've taken 2 hits from beating them up basically. I took a hit there even though I just killed it. It's weird to think, that's why I said the hit detection is a problem. But when going around the levels the combat's not that important. So I suppose on this, but I'm curious because the first boss didn't require you to physically attack it at all. I've just taken a hit there. I've apparently took another hit without realising. Whoa, come on. Did that count as me? Oh, the shield came up at the last second, so that was annoying. okay. Okay, I didn't take a hit, so I'm going to leave that cake there to grab when I inevitably take damage. There's the inevitable damage. Oh, I've lost 4 bits of health somehow. I've had to take 2 hits then for some reason. I think I'm doing better than last time though. Before, let's get up here, but those arrows can go through the wall. So there she is over there. Look. Does that count? Oh, do I have to take out the enemies as well? I had to take out the little enemies as well. That's annoying. Oh my goodness me. Took 3 hits then. Okay, dice. You have to take out all the minions before you can take out her. Otherwise it counts as a hit to you. So I'm going to grab this just for safety. Stand up here, check, are there any other minions? So it's just her now. Okay. That can't account as... Oh, good. That was a hard second boss, that was. Okay, next world. So I have seen this next world, but I haven't explored it fully. So this should be interesting. I need 30, so I only need to collect 2 more, but I'll go for the 10. Just that makes it easier to do the next one, doesn't it? Who knows, maybe if I get all 10, then I'll have enough for the 4th boss, without needing to play the level. But I'd do if I'd done all 30, there's been 30 stones so far, haven't there? So it wouldn't be possible for me to have all of them at this point. Yeah, so it's finding the... I found all the aliens, they're quite easy to find. Straight away we got little... Well, he changes direction now, okay. Do you want your little aliens? Again, you got like the standard enemies of this game are now dressed as mummies. one there. Okay. So I think what I did before was go along the outside of the level. I actually fell down and found a moment I wasn't supposed to get to, and I got stuck. The sort of place they put one of them Easter eggs, wouldn't it? Yeah, obviously referencing the whole conspiracy of aliens building the pyramids and stuff. Making your mum a Mother's Day present. How far away from Mother's Day are we? Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? Obviously the Americans have a couple of extra months, don't they? There we go. Oh look, I didn't get all the keys in the last level, did I? If I had, then I'd have enough stones for the boss by now. I don't think I explored this far actually. I think I did along the top, so that's where the aliens were hidden. I'm guessing we go inside that big building there. Is that an alien there? That's the Karma Llama. They do look quite calm, don't they? 19th of March, plenty of time. Enough time to beat Metroid Prime, I'd say. And I'd say, there you go, Mum, there's your Mother's Day present. What? A completed save file for Metroid Prime Remastered. But I don't want to play that game, so there you go, that's your present. I've beaten the game so that you don't have to. Did I do that? I just hit him on the head. I like how they've added some context as to why the aliens are like trapped, stuff like they've yeah, they're chained to the stones. Like the badgers were trapped in cages, but in that first level the bees were just there. I suppose they were babies and didn't know any better, but it was like they kind of didn't really need my help to get back. I'm not saying Sophie's an alien, but she's an alien. What meme is that? By the way, the boss of this level is a cat, and she's called Cleopatra, which I think is a good pun. I think it's a pun I think I've heard before, but I still like it regardless. Oh god, you came out of nowhere, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, I've done them all. Okay, that was easy. Seems to have opened an entrance below. Oh, this is fun. It's a boingy boing. I do like boingy boings. I think your mum's friend will come and get the plant holders so you'll be able to make more room to make more things. That'd be cool. Don't know what I'm going to do Mother's Day yet. Usually on a Sunday, isn't it? It's called Mothering Sunday. Okay, so let's go get the okay, so what's through here? I think I did come in here before. I did. This was the last place I visited before I had to go. So I was climbing up around the outside and then I fell. And I was like, I can't be bothered to climb up again. To that one, don't I? Oh, I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. I should just jump on this one and make it a bit easier, won't it? Oh, okay, I need to double jump to get up, okay. There we go. Ooh. Well, it looks like you should be able to swing on that part. I think this was the bit where I fell off and was like, I can't be bothered to climb back up again. Made it further. This is the furthest I've ever made it in this game. little further tomb go. Checkpoint, there we go, beauty. Hear a mysterious ticking noise, so that's a countdown, isn't it? Okay, so that's to go. Oh, that's to go that way. Okay. Does that happen periodically? Because I think that switch was just for the. Okay, I needed to hit that switch, I think. Yeah, it's just not very clear that that switch is. Oh, that's annoying. Oh no. I'll just take the death then, haven't I? So, yeah, there we go. We'll grab that and be quick to get back up, won't it? Go up there, I think. Ignore the side stuff. No! The problem I'm having is because I'm running off the edge before I press jump, so I'm doing the double jump before and I think I've done the single jump. You see, yeah, the animations are awkward in this. I knew that the games would get down-voted by reviewers for that, but still, 3 out of 10 is so harsh. It's better than 3 out of 10 by far. Oh, come on. Let's just take the death. I wonder how speedrunners will deal with this game. Jump. There we go. Go up a bit higher. So if we go over there, is there anything this way? Let's go this way then. What can I do from here? Oh, that kind of boosted me up when that closed. And get all the way across. So be perhaps the same there. I don't care about. There's 1,000 of those things in this level. My goodness. Again, I don't know what the purpose of them is. So the first couple of worlds you needed them to access the worlds, but now it's just by beating the bosses, which you need the ancient stones to get to. Can I get up there? Look at that glitch there. Looks like I can run. Okay, maybe I'm meant to go this way. That's Lara Croft. Laura Cruz. Am I racing her? Am I racing or? Oh, she's already there. this one will be somewhat trickier. Just avoid the axes, okay. Okay. I'm guessing I'll go up there then to get there. Oh, that's awkward. Oh wow, look, I've glitched out here. Okay. How can I... Wow. Okay, we'll come back to this level. I'm gonna have to leave. I got glitched there. Wow. Okay, let's try that. I think I've got enough to get to the boss now, so only just. Let's see what Cleopatra is like then. Oh, is that an obstacle course? There's 200. I thought it might be because it said there was 200 watches to find in this level. Again, like you have to take a hit when you attack an enemy, so it seems anyway. I can jump on them at least and not take a hit. Checkpoint as well, wow. So I'm just exploring here. Pot. Okay, no real reason to go down here. oh. Okay, okay, I can walk on there. Okay. This is, oh, I see. These are just if you fell down the next obstacle, you can climb back up. That's what these are for. Ooh, get to that checkpoint. Nice. Okay. Okay, so nothing else up there, okay. I wonder if there's actually going to be a fight, or if it's just climb up there and hit a button or something. So it just has a linear platform level, this isn't bad. Hello Gift, how are you? I'm so close to have gotten every gem here. Uh-oh. I missed 4 apparently. Oh no, it's a boss fight. Do we fight her or... yeah. So it's just the level itself was the boss fight. Thought it might be. Oh, the alien's got a... that's how the Sphinx lost its nose. I'll be honest, I was kind of glad there wasn't a boss fight there after that long climb up. Okay, let's see what the next level is then. Done that, well we did some of that one. Vampire level, here we go. $700 watches, what do I need to get to the boss though? So I need 7. So I would have got more in the Egypt one if it hadn't glitched on me. You know, I was based on what Flower mentioned earlier. I was expecting that piano to come to life. Oh, I need. Oh, so you need a minimum of those watches to access the levels. Okay, and I haven't noticed that because I've always had enough. I might have to go back to the Egypt level after this then. That's fair enough then. Right, okay. Excited for this one. It's like the Mad Monster Mansion. Now I know there's a purpose to these watches, I'm enjoying collecting them more now. A few things I missed. Oh, the pumpkins are the things I've got to rescue this time, okay. I thought it was an enemy. Like that. Was that the squirrel? Oh, it's the exit, okay. Another Easter egg. How do I get back? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, see, I'm not meant to stand on it, I'm meant to just jump from it. Okay. Over that way. Yeah, the stones are getting harder to find in the later levels, that's good. I did worry that the first two, they were sort of all just presented to you. And then again, the earlier ones should be easier, shouldn't they? Nope. I'll have to get over there then. from up there, okay. Silly Billy. I like these words, Silly Billy. Goat Lady floated off an umbrella. What's that a reference to? Floating with an umbrella just makes you think Mary Poppins, but Goat and the Fox. I've got 3 of the keys on this world. You're the one that's lost your pumpkins, I'm guessing. Yeah. That's something funny on there. Brigham Morton. Ram with scissors. Oh. There we go. That's the beginning again, okay. Let's try, I've got 3 more pumpkins to find. I thought I found 3 already. I'm talking about the keys. I think the church is a reference to the one in the Sims 1 Halloween expansion. Oh, you might be wrong. I don't know what that is. I know what the Sims is, but I don't know what... Let's have a look at it. Do you know what this game could have done with? I say this about every game. Could have done with a map. But the thing is, sandbox collectathons don't usually have a map. So, you know... I mean, that's going to be the boss of this world. The picture on there. Can I get on top of the church at all? I mean, Banjo-Kazooie had a church in the horror level. Let's have a big church there without a way to enter. Maybe there's a switch somewhere. Do I go in here? I was hoping to see the next boss at least before we called it a night. It's getting on a bit. I've got to go to work tomorrow. Oh, was that a bad guy? Oh. Ah. One of them. Let's have a look down. Okay. I did the thing again where I ran off and did the double jump. Okay, I'll wrap it up in a bit, but so hopefully you guys have enjoyed checking this game out. I'm, you know, it's flawed, but it's still a lot of fun, this game. I mean, if you want an old school throwback to Bob Yeast, I'll Rise Again. Yeah, if you want an old school throwback to games like Banjo and that, then this is it. It plays really well. So it's got its flaws, usually on the technical side of it, but I'm really enjoying this game. Has to be said. So yeah, so next weekend I'll try and stream the Metroid Prime Remaster if that comes in time. Should do. I mean, I ordered it from the same place as this game, and this game came a day early, so that's something. See if I can. I'll do one more sweep and then see. I've got to get to bed in a bit. No. Down there. Yeah. Oh, there's a shiny down there, look, I saw it. Better not be the scroll. It's the bloody scroll. There might be a way to enter that church or get on top of it maybe, but we'll work that out another time. on here? It's a bit ominous, isn't it? Alright, cool. Anyway, see you guys. So Metroid Prime next week, I think. So hopefully that'll be a good stream.